In this video, we're gonna complete one of the hardest things that there is to do in a 1973 Airstream, and that's painting the old walls. Now, while that saves us a lot of time, energy, and money, it does take a lot of prep work to make sure that we can actually paint these walls. But first, we have some stuff to do. Oh wait, oh no! It has been a month since I filmed that intro. It seems like it was a quick job, but it wasn't. So let me give you a quick rundown of what we had to do to get to this point. First up is our solar panels.
All right, we're securing these 200-watt Renogy flexible panels onto our Airstream.
To attach it to the roof, we used double-sided tape, Sikaflex, and some rivets. In total, we have 800 watts of solar on the roof. Next, we're unboxing a really exciting add-on to our Airstream. We are installing a wood stove. This is from Tiny Wood Stove, and it's their dwarf 3 kilowatt. Found a place for the wood stove, so yay us. Then it was time to get organized.
We also taped off where we're gonna put all of our wires and switches. One of the things that we did way early on, right before we even gutted and had all the walls up, and we made a ton of decisions early on so that by now when we're just freaking really exhausted and can't think anymore, most of those decisions were already made. And now we know exactly where every single light is gonna go, and our control panel, fridge, stove, all that kind of stuff, we know exactly where to rough in the wires. We made some pretty important decisions like how big do we want our bathroom, and we brought our new toilet in here just to, like, you know, warm up the throne. Then it was time to tackle our end caps. Of course it's too big for the table.
They were in good enough shape to reuse, but still pretty rough from a 50-year-old Airstream. We cleaned it up, added a paint job, and insulated the back of it. It was kind of a pain to install, but totally worth it. We also tested out some of our reading lights. Yay!
Nice.
Mittens?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The back end cap was in much better shape, but a little bit more difficult to get up. Let's not forget to mention the massive heat waves. We were working in conditions hotter than 100 degrees, but you know, we tried to have fun with it. We also had some friends come and help us with the Airstream.
There you go. First ever rivet.
The one condition to helping us with this Airstream is that you have to learn how to rivet.
Safety first.
Yes, sir. Just hold it down. Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Sick.
Nice.
Lift it up in the butt a little bit, yeah.
There you go.
And when the time came to bring in our big wall pieces, we needed to have a third person there because I'm just too short. Thankfully, our friends and Matt's dad were able to come and help us with these awkward, lanky wall panels. Once the walls were up, all we had left to do was rivet. And there was a lot of riveting to do. Alright, one thing that you need to know about these walls is that they are made of aluminum with a vinyl coating on the top, and that's what gives it this texture up here, and they are notoriously difficult to paint. That's because over the years these walls get nasty with dirt, grime, grease, and just nasty gunk that we had to clean off before we were able to get these back on. To prep these panels, we degreased, we power washed, we cleaned them up with Simple Green, and we sanded them with 120 grit sandpaper, right? I think it was 120. I'll look for it later and put a clip in. But it's really been a labor of love just to be able to use the original walls, even though it's much, much more of a pain in the butt to do it. This project has kind of pushed me to my limits. I'm tired, my knees hurt. I would not do this again. Matt's probably outside laughing at me. There is one panel that we decided not to reuse. I'm gonna show it to you now. And that's this panel, and we chose this panel because you're not really gonna be able to see it, and we wanted to use the original panel to patch up all of the holes in the Airstream. So, I'll give you a little close-up of some of these patches that we made. We've got some patches. This is a patch. We've got a patch. We're gonna have to fabricate this hole for our tiny wood stove, but inside we've got all of the holes cut for all of our lights. These are our kitchen galley lights. That is our AC. These two are our bathroom lights. And back here we've got 3 lights for our bedroom. We've got a really cool electrical unit and all of our wiring just bunched up right here. It looks nice and clean, but up until right now, it's just been a hot spaghetti mess out there.
Oh my God,
Such a spaghetti mess. One thing about this end cap is it's actually made of plastic, and the end cap on the back is actually made of fiberglass. So we've got aluminum, plastic, fiberglass, all the stuff. So you're probably wondering how we're gonna be painting all of this. Well, we have a pretty cool primer that is supposed to work for all paintable surfaces. Originally, I wanted to spray paint this end cap because from what I read, that's the best way to paint the end cap, but we were having a really hard time trying to get it all even, so we're just going to use the regular paint that we're gonna use for the walls and see what happens. Hopefully nothing.
Nothing bad, but everything good.
We also have our window bug screen trims that are gonna be painted white with spray paint. And if you really don't care about the products, I'm only saying this because this is a huge question that people get all the time is, what do I use to paint? So I'm saying it for the people who are actually doing this project after us. Pew, pew, pew. I'm so sleep deprived and I'm so tired that I'm just being weird. You can't see it right now, but we've got this trim completely spray painted with gold, and I really love the way it's come out. Are you ready to paint?
I am.
Great. Can you bring in the ultra sticky primer?
This is what we're using for our primer. Got it from Amazon, I believe. I don't know anything about it. Megan did all the research for everything for this project. We'll find out very soon just how good this stuff works. And if it doesn't work, we'll figure out a solution for that. But it's called Insulex.
Waterborne bonding primer, supposed to bond to all stuff.
Let's get to it. That should be good. I kind of like the smell of paint. Alright, we got our first coat of primer. It's about 99.95% done. I think we kind of learned the hard way really fast about how to paint on some of these really weird curves of the roller. But honestly, I think it looks great. We're gonna do at least one more coat of primer. And now, while we wait for this to dry, we're gonna go work on the next thing. So the next thing we have to do is repaint all of these. We're just doing a Rust-Oleum Satin 2-in-1 semi-gloss white. There we go, done. Let's get these things installed.
These window frames needed to be sanded to get all of that old paint off before we repaint it with Rust-Oleum.
All right, we are officially out of paint.
We also made a last-minute decision to give our back window a pop of color. It's kind of crazy how far we've come. It's almost 10 months into this thing and we're finally to the fun part where we get to choose our colors and paint and start building out the inside. It's been rough, guys. It's not been a walk in the park. I wish we were warned much earlier, but you know, we were pretty stubborn, so we wouldn't have listened anyways.
We did a lot of research and we're like, oh, we could do this. We built a van before. You know, we made it this far, so we didn't quit.
This paint looks like it's doing a really good job. I'm excited. This is like, we're finally at the good part. Finally.
The directions on the primer say wait 3 to 4 hours before doing an additional coat. We're at hour 3 and we only have about 30 minutes left of sunlight, so we want to make sure that we can do this right and not rush, and I don't want to put up a light because once we put up the lights, the bugs fly out and I don't want them sticking to the walls and all that crap. So we're gonna pack up, clean up, hit it again tomorrow.
Hello, and welcome to day 2 of paint job. Yesterday we learned that around the curves, especially on the end caps, this smaller one is really the way to go because this guy is just too big to get into that curve. And there were also parts where we had to go in with brush because even this one was too small. So I went to the store and picked up another one of these, and we should not have a problem. For this primer, which can be used really on anything, and that's what's great about this primer, you can put it on tile. People use it for like masonry, bricks, and all of these crazy different surfaces. It is pricey. It's $66, which is a lot for a primer, but it looks like it's working for us, which is all I want. So in 30 minutes, it's tack-free. In 3 to 4 hours, you can recoat. That's why we left yesterday, because it would have been too late in the day for us to start a second coat. So we have a lot of things planned for our waiting for paint dry time. So let's get to it.
Now that we're all primed up, it's time for the real paint.
We're painting our walls white. It's always nice to have like a base color of white, and it also makes the space look a lot bigger. Matt has been spray painting all of the trim pieces. I think it's gonna look real nice. We made a last minute decision to spray paint our lighting fixtures on the ceiling gold, so hopefully it's not gonna be too much gold. If it is, we can spray them a different color. I'm glad to get this part of this build done because we've been waiting so long, and by the end of this video, we're gonna be in a really, really good spot. Oh, by the way, we only have 5 weeks until we're done and have to be moved in. So, maybe we won't, maybe we won't. It is 34 hours later and we are ready for this beautiful white paint. After reading reviews at Lowe's, I went with the Showcase from Sherwin-Williams. I'm sure it's fine. They have a 1 coat guarantee. Hopefully it only takes 1 coat. It never takes 1 coat. We're really hoping it just takes 1 coat because we only have time for 1 coat. And it's gonna be high humidity tomorrow and the day after and the day after, so let's get to it.
Yeah, it's the motion.
So, since this is our last coat, I've been booted from painting duty, so it's fine. I'm not great at some things, and I'm fabulous at other things. But this paint coat is looking absolutely gorgeous already. I'm so excited, and hopefully it just takes 1 coat. Like it says on the bottle. We're gonna have a lot left over if that's the truth. We were able to do 2 coats of primer with 1 gallon, so if we only have to do one coat, then we have a whole half of a gallon left. So how do I say that without sounding like I just sounded?
You say it took us 1 gallon to do 2 coats. So if we do 1 coat,
we'll still have half a gallon left.
there you go.
Perfect.
Look at that teamwork.
Yeah. I think either the fumes or the just the long days is getting to me. But thankfully, I don't have to paint, so I'm just chilling.
What do you think?
It looks fabulous. I love it. Can't really see the texture right now, but we'll check in the morning to see if Matt did a good job. And maybe we'll do a second coat. Maybe we won't. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
These look awesome.
Fabulous. Check that out. Wow.
And they're warm-ish lights. I think they're like 3,200 Kelvin. Yeah,
I don't know what that means, but I'm very glad we went with gold. I think that's going to look very, very sharp.
Very snazzy.
These window screens came directly off of the Airstream, and I labeled all of the gaskets, cleaned them up. The same stuff that we used in the van, and it's like pet proof. It's like some good, what I'm trying to say is some good stuff. I cut it so that it has 2 inches on either side. So you just take the gasket, you put it in the thing, and you just use this window guy to just, you know, jam it into the crevice. Alright, I got the gasket in, so this thing is nice and tight. And so all I have to do is cut off the excess. I did this a few times already, and you gotta just make sure you don't cut the gasket. That would be awful.
Well, Megan's been doing that. I've just been doing the very tedious job of resecuring our puck lights to the new gold trim thing. These ones have these little, we call them mouse traps. And they just get in the way, and then they'll pinch your finger real good if you let them. So just don't let them.
All right, we are done. So what I'm gonna do is turn it around, clean up the backside, and then I'm going to glue up these little fringe pieces that I just got from Amazon. I'll put a link below if you're doing this too. To both sides here, and that'll prevent bugs from coming into the Airstream through the window mechanism. So the Stick Flux worked pretty well. I just used this cheap fringe from Amazon. Yeah, so I'll do the other side. And then these pieces are ready to go up onto the windows. Back to you, Matt.
Well, Megan's working on putting all the screens on all the window frames. I'm going to start wiring up all of our lights and switches. It's going to take a while, so let's get cracking. Flexing the bottom just in case water does get in, it doesn't get behind this wall. These are the little window things. Just come out with a little set screw. But if you watched our gutting video, you would already know that. You guys are awesome for those of you who've been sticking around since the beginning. I know it's been a long journey for you guys. Believe us, it's been an even longer journey for us.
First one going in.
Probably working, yeah. This is like really freaking good looking. Check it out. What do you think?
Okay, let's test the fringe. It's kind of the worst one to test.
It looks like it.
Bugs getting in there.
Oh, so that's what it is. It keeps bugs out.
Yeah.
Everything in this project is fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
This window here is the bathroom, and to make it a proper wet bath, we're gonna have to caulk every single little crevice. So that'll be fun. All right, second window in.
Nice. It's about 7:45. We're pretty low on rivets. We're out of the connectors that I need to finish the lights, so we're gonna pack it up for the night, pick it back up in the morning.
Finally, these windows are off my plate. It's been a long time coming, and they've been the bane of my existence.
What about those ones, Megan?
They'll go up tomorrow.
made a really dumb mistake. As I was trying to wire up these lights, there was a little bit of tape on this one wire, and I was like, oh, I'll just pull it. And next thing I knew, I was holding the wire in my hand, and that was the piece that needed to go from here to make the connection between these two lights. So I've been trying to fish it through with a wire. I finally got the wire through, but there's so much insulation up there that it just I was having a hard time getting it through. I've got it. Let's try and see if I can't pull it through now and reconnect this thing. Oh yes, I think we got it. Whew. That might have looked easy, but I've been in here a while and it was not easy.
The trim to our Maxi Air fans are next.
I think this is looking great. We were originally worried that it was going to be kind of sterile and hospital looking. I think with the white, and this is also going to be white, I think it's really going to bring together and really bring the attention to the gold trim that we have. And this is going to be kind of throughout. We have it up front, we got a little bit in the back, we have the lights, and then our faucet and some kitchen stuff is going to have some gold accents. So I think that combination is going to look really nice. So pretty pumped about how this is coming together. What about you, Megan?
Fabulous. My legs don't work anymore, but I'm super pumped.
You have so much fake laughing like that in this video. I worry that people are going to think that's how you laugh and they're going to absolutely hate it. Because if you laugh like that, I would think you're like super annoying. Like, oh my god, Megan's super cute. Her laugh is really annoying.
And this is my sleep deprived laugh.
Alright, we officially lost Megan. She is just too tired. Good? Good night, night.
And we are finally done with trimming up. We do have some electrical things that need to be done, but our next video is going to be our full and complete electrical system, so you're not going to want to miss that one. Let me show you everything that we did in this video. I'm going to start with our end cap because this was a labor of love and it's still not perfect, but we're just realizing it's never going to be perfect. We were able to get some gold and paint the whole thing. Went up with no trouble at all. Just no trouble at all. We're still trying to decide what we want to do up here. We've wanted to do a little cubby, but the other idea is putting some cork up there and making it a cork board, so let us know in the comments what you guys think we should do. The other thing that we did was obviously paint the walls. Doesn't it look gorgeous? This is a satin finish, and I think it's much better than eggshell or semi-gloss. The next thing we did was our bug screens. We were able to get this fringe in, and it definitely works. I was a little nervous, but I winged it, and it works. I just have to like constantly tuck them in, but I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. As long as the bugs don't get in, I'm good. We got some of our switches up and our scare light switch. We've got our DC chargers. That's very exciting. Maxi Air fin trim. I trimmed it, we put it up. It looks amazing. We've got this front area that's completely trimmed up. We also have another trim that I need to work on that goes around, so it kind of covers this whole area. That looks gorgeous. We still have to do our AC outlets, and those are like the regular household outlets. I know how to remember DC versus AC is DC is 12 volt, which means driving. D, driving, 12 volt, car. AC is the other one.
Not bad. Not 100%, but not bad.
Totally.
Nice.
We have our beautiful skylight up, and you can see bug screen. We can black it out.
Nice.
A lot of the roof stuff is gonna have to be Matt's job because I can't reach. I'm 4'11", if you guys didn't know. We have our beautiful lights up, and we spray painted them gold, and I think it looks really, really nice. We still have to do a custom trim around our AC.
This looks like crap.
It's a little tough with a curved roof, but we've tried our best. We have our other max air fan up. We also have our servo, which is gonna tell us the levels of all of our components, our batteries, our water levels, all of that. So I'm excited to finally get that hooked up. Up next, we're gonna be working on our massive electrical system, and we are so excited to share it with you. Make sure you're subscribed and like this video if you enjoyed it. We've come a really long way since the beginning of this video, so. Let's not forget our beautiful new white door, which we have no idea what to decorate this with. So if you guys have any ideas, let us know in the comments what we should do with this door, because we don't even have good ideas. Like, there's nothing to choose from. Maybe a mural of some sort, I don't know. But you guys let us know, and we'll see you in the next one.